So today's micro practice, we're going to focus on what in yoga is called the kośas. And the kośas, that's a Sanskrit word, it translates to sheath. And there are, in the Vedantic system, there are 5, but we're only going to focus on the first 3 because they're the most accessible. And this kind of quick tuning in to ourselves can also be a way that can help support us knowing if we need to take care of something. So the first 3 kośas are the physical body, or the Annamayakośa, the energy body, the Prāṇamayakośa, and the mind, which includes the thoughts and emotions, which is the Manomayakośa, which is the sheath made of mind, the sheath made of prāṇa, or energy, or chi. It's not breath, it's much, prāṇa is much more vast than just breath. And then the Annamayakośa is the sheath made of food, which is essentially associated with our physical bodies. So wherever you are, and you can do this with your eyes open, you can do it with your eyes closed, just check in and see, what are you noticing about the physical body in this moment? And it could be something that's comfortable or uncomfortable, something that's outside your body that it's touching, or something that's internal to the body. And what do you notice about your breath? And so the breath is one way that we can access prana. Of course, there's much more happening in our system that's associated with prana, but our breath is a kind of a direct way to feel energy. So even just the physical experience of breath, what are you noticing about your breath? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Does it feel stuck? Does it feel kind of fluid and smooth? Are you holding your breath? And then finally checking in with the mind and seeing if you can identify what emotion or emotions are present and what thoughts are present. And typically there's always some emotion. It could be one, it could be several, they could be conflicting, it could be big or small. See if you can notice, what's the emotional state that's present right now. And I'm going to actually pair it back to the physical body. Once you've identified, I'm anxious, or I'm happy, or I'm grieving, or I'm joyful, once you've identified that label, that word, now see if you can go back into the body and go, how do I know that that's true? Is it a tension in my shoulders? Is it a smile? Is it a warmth in my chest? And so see if you can pair all of these up together. And now once you've done this, quick check-in awareness practice with what's happening in my body, what's happening in my breath or my energy, and what's happening in my mind, what I love about this practice is it can just be a doorway to like little moments of self-care. So when I check in, it can be just like really kind of obvious things like, oh, I'm thirsty, that I didn't notice because I was so engrossed in whatever I was doing before. Or, oh, I'm not breathing, I'm holding my breath. And so I can invite the breath to become a little bit deeper. Or, oh, I'm sad, I didn't know I was sad. And maybe I want to call a friend and just say, hey, can we talk? Or whatever it might be. So I love doing this kind of throughout my day in just small ways, and it can take 10 seconds, 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute of what am I noticing? What am I noticing in my body? What am I noticing in my energy? And what's happening in my mind? And then I can choose to bring in some care around those things if needed. And if, on the other hand, if like I check in, my body feels great and my energy feels really stable and steady and my mind feels really calm and clear, like it can also be a moment to really enjoy that experience. So that's also a form of care. So thanks for watching this micro practice, and I'll see you again soon.